Hi everyone, thank you for joining us for our Stories to Touch Your Heart special. I'm Lauren Hall. We are sharing some of the most heartwarming stories from the past year, moments that may even bring a tear to your eye. From a special NICU graduation for a West Seneca family to a team of firefighters in Medina who helped bring new life into the world this year. Here's Channel 2's Kelly Dudzik now with those touching stories.
So this is 117 days in the making.
Baby Lucy has already done a lot of traveling for someone who was just born. While in the NICU, nurses noticed her blood pressure kept going up, and Lucy would soon be on her way to Pittsburgh for life-saving heart surgery.
Born June 4th, and then her due date was September 16th, and she flew back via helicopter after she had her co-arc repair. So she's been in a helicopter, which most people haven't, before she was even supposed to be born.
Lucy's mom started having complications at 23 weeks. About 2 weeks later, she had an emergency C-section, and Lucy was born at Sisters of Charity Hospital.
At 25 weeks, you're planning your baby shower and what the nursery is going to look like, and here we are in labor and delivery. So it's definitely, hard to have a 1 pound, 7 ounce baby, but everybody here has been so amazing to help us through that tough time.
Kelly Kennelly is one of Lucy's nurses and played a crucial role in making sure Lucy could go home today with her family.
They have to leave the hospital on day of discharge without their baby, and that's the hardest walk out of a hospital I can't imagine. But I have to make them feel like they can trust me with their baby. So we become a family. It's bittersweet because you fall in love with these babies. They become part of you. They're your baby. And their family is your family. But this is what we do.
Yes.
We went like 5-6 years or more since we've had a field delivery, and we've had now 4 in a little over 3 months.
On July 4th, Village of Medina firefighter paramedics helped deliver twins in 2 different counties.
One in Orleans, one in Genesee. And then Friday evening, we had a 911 call for an obstetrical emergency. And the crews responded and attempted to head to Unity Hospital in Rochester.
But within a minute of getting into the ambulance, they had to pull over because this baby girl was coming.
We had to stimulate the baby and get the baby breathing again, and then also stabilize mom.
They diverted to Medina Hospital to stabilize mom and baby, then got them to Unity Hospital in Rochester. Then on Sunday morning, it happened again.
Right place, right time, I guess.
They got a call from Medina Hospital saying a woman was about to deliver a baby and they'd need to take her to Strong Memorial. They thought they'd have more time to get there.
So we started transport for paramedic Bates in the back. He's a newer paramedic and he had that eagerness of wanting to utilize his new skills.
But then Bates could see the baby's head, so they pulled over at the 390-490 split.
From the time Steve pulled over, it was roughly about 2.5 to 3 minutes before we delivered fully. And as soon as the child was out, Steve got on the radio and let them know that we had the child. So that was exciting.
Then they continued on to Strong with mom and a healthy baby boy. And as soon as they dropped them off, they cleaned up and went back to Medina for the next call.
So often we get to see patients take their final breaths, and these gentlemen were all able to see 4 babies take their first breaths, and that's just something you can't take away from any of them.
On your side, Kelly Dudzik, Channel 2 News.
And during the last Bills playoff run, there were several families celebrating much more than just game victories. At Mercy Hospital in South Buffalo, every baby born on a Bills game day gets a little special gift, and I got to meet one of them.
It's exciting for any Bills fan to wake up on the morning of the playoffs, but for first-time parents Christine and Donald, Sunday was a little extra eventful.
Well, when I woke up, my water broke, so I was like, oh boy, he's coming on a Bills game day.
They got right to Mercy Hospital and welcomed their son Donnie just after 1 a.m. on Monday. The Bills' victory over the Broncos was welcome background noise during the labor.
There was one time where I thought they were cheering for me for pushing. Well, not pushing. I can't remember what it was.
Progression.
It was the progression, and it was the Bills game.
I think they were cheering for you too.
I was like, oh, thanks, and they were like, oh no, it was a good play.
The nurses at Mercy give every baby born on a Bills game day a bundle of handmade gifts.
They get a blanket, a onesie, cricketed with Bill's logo, and a crocheted hat.
Unit Secretary Julie Nowak makes the hats, while labor and delivery nurse Sue Szyminski and her mother Marge make the blankets and onesies.
Like I says, at nighttime, it was no goal, wide right, so hoping in a few weeks we can say yes, we finally did it.
So here's hoping little Donnie here is a good luck charm for the rest of the way.
I was like, wouldn't that be so cool if we had this baby and then they went to the Super Bowl? Especially since he was born around a Bills game.
Either way, this season will be one that this young family remembers forever.
It's all overwhelming right now because it's an amazing feeling and becoming a dad and just being around the friends and family with the Bills playing, and little guy comes out on Victory Monday.
Meet Mariah Wilcox. This is a story about her courage and her triumph and her love of the Buffalo Bills, which runs in the family, even though they live in central New York. This is one of her grandpas. And here are both of her grandfathers together at a Bills game with her dad, Charles. They made the 3.5-hour trip. It just seems like Buffalo Bills kind of means like family.
Oh, yes. Every Sunday it used to be, we were either at one grandparent's house or the other, and we were watching the Bills, and we were hooting and hollering, and it was always a good time.
Sadly, Mariah's dad's dad did pass away recently, but his memory, in part, lives on with Mariah's growing love of the Bills. Now, let's talk about Mariah's diagnosis at birth. She was born with a severe leg length discrepancy. You can see her right leg is significantly shorter than the left. What was the toughest part growing up?
Definitely, how much pain usually I was in, and I couldn't catch up with my friends or play any sports that I wanted to play. It was hard to know that I was different from others.
She had a lot of hip pain walking because of the discrepancy. She had a lot of back pain. She spent most of her childhood in the hospital for surgeries and in casts.
Her entire young life, she saw bone and joint specialists with minimal improvement. For a second opinion, her parents turned to Shriners Children's Hospital in Springfield, Massachusetts. Their recommendation initially shocked the family. Mariah's leg lengths were so different that continuing these painful procedures would only give slight improvement. But amputation below the knee and a prosthetic is the best way for her to stand tall and walk even.
Even though it affects all of us right now, it affects her forever. So at the end of the day, we let her make the decision, and we ended up back at Shriners.
In late August, just a few weeks ago, 12-year-old Mariah was given her new leg.
I didn't feel 100% like this was the right decision until she put the prosthetic on and stood up straight for the first time. Like when we saw her stand up in her prosthetic for the very first time, that was the moment I knew that that was the right choice.
Shriners lets the kids pick the design on the prosthetic. Of all the things you could have picked unicorns or rainbows or another team or anything, but you picked the Buffalo Bills. Why?
I really like to mostly, since my grandpa couldn't be there for the moment, I kind of picked it for him.
And there it is. Her favorite football team and memories of her grandfather are literally a part of her wherever she goes.
My cousin, he loved the Bills, so when he saw it, he thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Now, this is video in the hospital on day 1. Mariah is already walking and running. She is pain-free, and she's on a soccer team, too. Have you guys been to Buffalo yet?
No.
I want to go to.
I know.
She wants to go.
Yeah.
So, on a Friday afternoon, I reached out to the Buffalo Bills about Mariah and her story. The following Monday morning, the Buffalo Bills contacted Mariah's mom, and Cassandra rolled video when she shared some good news with her daughter.
Then, real quick, don't make any plans on Sunday.
Okay.
Because we're going to a Bills game. Are you excited?
Serious?
I'm serious. We're going to a Bills game.
Mariah and her parents made the trip from Utica and enjoyed club-level seating to see Josh Allen and the boys bash the Saints. Thank you, Bills. Celebrating Buffalo Bills fans everywhere. I'm Kevin O'Neill, Channel 2 News.
And coming up on Stories to Touch Your Heart, a Roswell Park patient finds comfort and confidence in an unexpected place. How a local foundation is helping lift spirits during cancer treatments. Plus, an all-woman veteran crew takes a powerful journey to our nation's memorials. The emotions, the history, and the homecoming they'll never forget. And welcome back to Stories to Touch Your Heart. We are shining a spotlight now on some Western New Yorkers who are making sure people across our community feel beautiful inside and out.
Ever since Kimberly Parker was diagnosed with uterine cancer 2 years ago, she has had a lot of appointments at Roswell Park.
Yeah, I started off with a surgery and then radiation and then chemotherapy. And right now I'm currently doing still doing treatment as well.
The appointments she's looked forward to the most, though, were at Roswell's hair salon.
Yes, it's very, very nice to have it right here on campus where you receive a lot of the other services that they have here that you need.
The stylists in the salon provide patients with pre-treatment haircuts, as well as help them choose wigs, hats, and headscarves, and it's all free of charge.
They are very expensive, especially when you go to the outside, and they offer an array of different options, which I was really surprised about as far as length, texture, style. You could imagine they have it right here in the salon.
And now, this oasis has a new look, name, and partner. The New Era CAP Foundation's Elevate Salon.
You don't feel like you're there for any type of cancer treatment. You feel like you are there getting taken care of, getting pampered, being loved. So it really does. It's a confidence builder, and it's wonderful.
The New Era CAP Foundation provided new artwork, custom headwear, and the peace of mind that this salon will be part of Roswell for years to come.
Oh, you know, hair is very important, and the way it looks, and so having that salon here is, oh my gosh, it's a necessity.
Cut it like always?
Yes, sir.
For more than half a century, Casey Wojtasek has been behind the chair, cutting, trimming, and talking with generations of Western New Yorkers.
Over here, I don't know if you want to look at this. These are the stores I owned. All this stuff was given to me by people.
The walls of Your Head Haircuts in Amherst tell the story of his career. Customers turned friends, and friends who became family.
I got good relationships with the people that come in there. They're all like family. It's crazy. It's crazy. Good career.
Casey started cutting hair as a teenager, charging just $1 a cut, and he never stopped.
I remember I was in high school when the Beatles came around, and I had the clippers. They knew my father cut my hair, so they asked me to do it. And I picked it up, and I was charging $1. And I liked it.
Over the years, he's had plenty of famous faces in his chair.
I cut one gentleman, you'll remember his name, Bobby Chandler.
Sure.
I cut his hair for 7 years. He was in Buffalo. I even cut Jack Kemp's hair.
But the conversation mattered just as much as the cuts. Casey says he learned life lessons from business to family simply by listening.
I learned how to invest in mutual funds, stock markets, and everything from listening to people talk. That was probably the most important thing. And to save, to do it young and compounding. I learned a ton of that and I used it and it made me very successful.
And now, at 50 years in, he's proud of the craft that carried him this far.
As I say, I'll give you the best haircut you ever had. And I believe that.
It means a lot. It's a barber is part of the family. If you've, been with them a while,
Thank you.
I hate to lose them.
Yeah, thank you.
It's like going to a friend's house.
Give me a hug. All right, man. Peace.
Casey says his career has been a gift, and while his chapter is closing, his legacy is in every customer who walked out with a fresh cut and a good story. On your side in Amherst, I'm Alexandra Rios-Malvia, Channel 2 News.
It's about celebrating who you are, where you were brought up from, no matter race, origin. You have to take care of yourself.
The founder of Camp BU, Jade Wright, says creating this nonprofit has been a lifelong dream. In addition to being a licensed cosmetologist, she also works at Group Ministries on Jefferson Avenue, a nonprofit that has provided resources to the community for more than 30 years. Starting next week, students at 4 Buffalo public schools, including Futures Academy, will have access to this free mentorship program that's centered around hair.
They'll be able to learn the types of hair they have, from fine to kinky, coily, and they'll be able to care for it. It's not talked about enough, and it's just something that needs to be, articulated, especially in our community.
Wright says the goal is for students to learn hair care skills and build confidence. Her mother adds it's important for more young students to have an outlet and mentors to talk to.
They need so much attention that they're not getting, whether it's from their own homes, from the schools. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to open them up to express themselves.
Livingston and Wright say Camp BU is also about creating a potential career path for students.
Know the chemicals, know the skincare, know the products. I know our kids love doing these things, but to just be educated in it, you could have a future in it.
We're hoping that they want to continue with our program as they get older and hopefully go get licensed and come back and give back to the community just like me.
On your side in Buffalo, Chelsea Swift, Channel 2 News.
Also this year, a group of volunteers spent Valentine's Day sharing comfort with those who have lost a loved one. And a local shop is spreading a little joy, one flower at a time. Kelly Dudzik and Courtney Courtwright have 2 stories with one simple goal: to make people feel seen, loved, and smile.
Hearts in Bloom Buffalo volunteer Morgan Cabana is about to make her first Valentine's Day delivery.
Hello! Oh, she looks excited. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Hello!
To a woman who lost her husband of 51 years in May.
So this is a collection of gifts and flowers.
Okay.
Somebody nominated you that was thinking about you today.
Rita Costantino's friend nominated her, knowing it would help lift her spirits.
Today is Valentine's Day. My husband's birthday is February 20th. So I'm dealing with, a couple of things in February, but I'm sure I'll get through it.
This visit with Rita is just one of 135 special deliveries happening across Western New York today. And people like Morgan are making it happen. Last year, she helped do the bouquets. This year, she's doing deliveries.
I've never met Rita, my recipient today, but I could feel how important this day was and the loss and the loneliness that probably comes with it today. So it was nice to be a part of that.
Hearts in Bloom Buffalo receives donations from local businesses, and volunteers spend hours putting together gift baskets that are delivered on Valentine's Day to people nominated by loved ones.
What better way to spend your day than having a sense of community and being able to bring a smile to those where this day maybe isn't just passing by like the rest of us. It's just a sense of loneliness and really missing the person that was your partner for so many years.
And Rita has this message for anyone experiencing a loss.
My sister lost her husband, but we're pretty close. And we kind of help each other, which is really a good thing. And then also I have my neighbor across the street, Judy, she lost her husband too. So there's a couple of us that, kind of help each other. Yeah. So that's a good thing.
On your side, Kelly Dudzik, Channel 2 News.
It's fun. It brightens everybody's day.
A moment like this.
We're giving out free bouquets today.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Or this.
I would love a bunch of flowers.
There you go.
Is giving people
appreciate you guys so much.
A reason to smile.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Robert Booth.
Good morning.
Usually works inside Maureen's Buffalo Wholesale Market.
There you go.
But today,
to see the smile on everybody's faces for getting these flowers is just a wonderful thing.
It's all about that one-on-one interaction.
Hi. You're welcome.
Outside.
From Maureen's Wholesale Flower Market, it's called Pedal It Forward.
A simple act.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of pedaling it forward.
The idea of to just spread the joy of flowers.
That's very lovely. Thank you.
Spreading kindness and joy from one person.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
To another.
You guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for the flowers.
With no cost.
Free flowers.
Or catch.
2 takers. I got to get 2 more bouquets.
Just this commitment.
Guys, you keep one, you give one to somebody else.
You will pay it forward.
I will. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much.
A reminder. Thank you. That happiness grows.
You keep one, you give the other one away to somebody.
Wherever it's planted.
Oh, thank you.
Have a nice day. You keep one bouquet, you give one to somebody else. Called Pedal It Forward.
And still to come, a local World War II veteran shares his powerful journey from the Battle of the Bulge to a lifetime of service back home and the surprise recognition he received during our interview. Welcome back. We are honoring our nation's service members, from those who broke barriers to those who answered the call during a defining moment in history. A group of Buffalo women who made history as the first all-female honor flight, and a Niagara Falls veteran from the greatest generation, turning 100, 84 years after America entered World War II.
A hero send-off. Is only right for these Western New York veterans embarking on the trip of a lifetime.
I'm very excited for this trip.
This group of women, none a stranger to the front lines of history, once again finding themselves at the forefront of first.
I opened the doors for a lot of people, and so did everybody else. Yes.
The first ever all-women's Buffalo Niagara Honor Flight. A journey that takes veterans to Washington, D.C. to visit the memorials and the monuments that honor their service.
I did not expect the tears at the very start of this.
It's a trip full of emotion, not just for the 35 veterans aboard, but for the partners and guardians honored to join them.
It means a lot that we're being able to, take all of our veterans and be able to be a part of their story.
And then they were off.
The Buffalo Niagara chapter of the All Women's Honor Flight list today. So welcome, a special welcome to all of you, and thank you for all your service. Arriving in the airport terminal, the All Women Honor Flight from Buffalo, Niagara. God bless our veterans. God bless America.
The first stop, the World War II Memorial, where Jeff Miller, the man who helped start the National Honor Flight Network, was there to greet the woman, broadening the meaning of service and sacrifice.
It's just beautiful. I mean, you see how diverse it's become and how inclusive it is to make sure nurses who kept all these people put back together and getting home, and to get the attention that they earned and deserve. It's very gratifying.
And the Vietnam Veterans Memorial hit home for veterans like Chief Wendy York.
This one is important because I just lost a very, very close friend who flew during Vietnam.
Through conflict and loss, one thing always kept them going.
We have mail call for you.
letters from home.
Mother Brown, Aunt Frances, I just want to take a moment to tell you how much you mean to me. It took such courage, especially as a young black woman, stepping into such a difficult time.
These women creating a family of their own on this trip.
One of the girls did say, I don't even know half your names, but I feel like I've known you girls forever. And I turned around and I said to her, ditto.
Sisters in arms, their mission complete, returning home once again to the ones they fought for.
I expected maybe a few from what I'd heard, but not anything like this at all.
A hero's welcome, because you can't spell hero without her. On your side, Alyssa Clausel, Channel 2 News.
December 7th, 1941, a day that will live in infamy, which also happened to be George Moriel's 16th birthday.
I came home from the movies that day, and my mother said the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor. She said, but you're all right, you're only 16.
But 2 years later, it was a very different story.
And then when I was 18, I received a draft card, and they wouldn't let me finish high school. I had 2 more months to go.
And away he went, ultimately being sent to Glasgow, Scotland, en route to Bastogne and the Battle of the Bulge.
They told me, you had to do this, you got to do that. Didn't give too much time to concentrate to realize what I was getting into.
And on his 19th birthday, George and his 83rd Infantry Unit of the 3rd Army were committed to battle.
We were marching toward the front lines, and I saw men in my division. The lieutenant, I knew him real well, and he had bleeding from his side. And he said to me, George, get rid of your backpack, get rid of everything but your rifle, your canteen, and your ammunition. So we went to battle.
And even today, 80 years later, the emotions of war are still very raw.
I was in a foxhole for 7 days and 7 nights. I froze my feet, my hands, my ears were white. And after the sun broke, our airplanes were able to hit the tanks and the Germans retreated.
That morning when you're in the foxhole and you finally see the sun, I mean, did that feel like a gift from God?
Yeah.
By that time, his feet were so swollen from frostbite that his boots needed to be cut off.
So then they sent me to a farmhouse where medics were, and they looked at me and they said, you're going home.
He came home with several medals and commendations, including the Combat Infantry Badge, the Bronze Star, and the European Theater Medal, things that at the time he didn't even want to look at. He just wanted to get back to his life before the war. He finished high school, took a job as a draftsman for the city of Niagara Falls, eventually became the city engineer and the director of public works for a record 12 years.
And I retired in 1984. I've been retired longer than I worked. I've been retired 41 years. Yep.
Oh, man.
I beat the system.
And he beat Father Time. He still lives alone and is very active in keeping up with family and friends, including his neighbor, Assemblyman Angelo Morinello, who stopped by with a gift during our interview.
Yep. And on behalf of the New York State Assembly, I want to present you with a proclamation highlighting your life, highlighting the Battle of the Bulge, all your service, your school, and everything you have done for the community.
Thank you,
bless you,
Angelo.
George.
On your side, Pete Gallivan, Channel 2 News.
Big Brothers Big Sisters is always looking for volunteers here in Western New York. 2 on your side's Kelly Dedzik shares the story of a big brother and a little brother who've been paired for almost 9 years.
Norman Izzard says he comes from a big family and doesn't have kids of his own, so he became a big brother 9 years ago.
And it's something I've talked about for years, and I moved away for a while and made excuses when I wasn't doing it, and I came back home and I was like, I'm going to do it.
Izzard was paired with then 7-year-old Jamil Robbins, who remembers their first activity.
A little nervous because it was my first time out, but I felt like it was a big bond between us when we met. We actually went to 716 when it was still here and had some lunch and just got to know each other a little bit.
we've been hanging out ever since.
In the winter, they see a lot of movies, but in the summer, they check out several parks and like to get outside.
All the stuff I never did or the experiences. Like we went to a couple Bills games I never went to before, or we went to car shows and the fair and stuff.
I'll say, hey, what do you want to do this summer? Or what do you want to do in the fall? And he'll give me some ideas, and I always try to incorporate those. Like this year, we're going to try fishing. We've never gone fishing.
Yeah.
Robbins is 15 now, heading into his junior year of high school and getting ready for what lies ahead.
Every time we talk about, hey, what do you do at school this week? Or what do you got going on this summer? Like he's looking for a job right now, so I'm kind of giving advice on that kind of thing. So we talk about all the things in life, you know, what's your favorite Marvel character or whatever, that kind of thing too. But we're trying to get him prepared for his next steps, right?
Yeah.
And, I'm just hoping to give him the nudge.
On your side, Kelly Dudzik, Channel 2 News.
A high school graduate is forever grateful for her life here in Western New York, thanks to a local doctor who adopted her from a war-torn country. 2 on your side's Claudine Ewing shares more on the heartwarming story of perseverance.
This is Shakina from the Central African Republic. Her parents killed in an ethno-religious civil war. When her story was first featured on NBC Nightly News, Dr. Greg Daniels saw it.
And there was this child, her hair was uncombed all over the place. Her clothes was in tatters and she was barefooted walking around, and it kind of brought tears to my eyes.
He adopted her at age 9. Look at her now.
He gave me a life, a car to drive, a really nice car.
But it's about life.
What I always tell him before he leaves the house, I was like, yeah, don't let the world change your smile. Let your smile change the world. That's like how I learned to focus on life. I don't let the world change my smile. I let my smile change the world.
She remembers some things from Africa.
I used to remember that I cooked with my grandma all the time and my mom.
10 years ago, we walked the land at her home.
Hi, Bubba.
And now we walk again.
I get to go to a great school, and I also have a great dad. I have a little sister that I truly love.
She attended prom and will soon graduate from the Park School, which she says was the best place for her. A long way from her homeland where we saw her.
What you experienced as a child is something some people
would never understand. Yeah.
Do you think that made you stronger?
Yes, it made me a lot stronger. It made me realize what type of person I am in life and what I want to become and what I want to show out. I really hope someday I could go back to my hometown and help people out.
I am extremely happy with the choice I made in going to Africa and bringing this child back.
She is forever thankful and appreciates life.
He changed your life.
He did. Big time. Huge. Yeah.
And she's changed mine.
Hugs then,
thank you.
Hugs now.
You're so welcome.
Thriving and confident. On your side, Claudine Ewing, Channel 2 News.
Well, we all know the saying, age is just a number. That is especially true for an 89-year-old woman wanting to reach new heights. That's when we come back. One local principal has a story to touch your heart now. Before her official wedding, the entire Buffalo Academy of Science Charter School came together to throw a surprise wedding ceremony in the school's backyard. Photojournalist Franco Ardito shares the story with us.
A massive, magical surprise.
We're giving you a surprise wedding! We're giving you a surprise wedding!
I was beyond surprised. I was shocked. I'm still finding myself shocked that something of this magnitude could happen.
Are you kidding me right now?
I'm gonna get emotional again, but told me that the school is throwing me a wedding, which was a dream.
Who would ever expect that an entire school community is going to throw you a wedding?
Zach's mom's here, your mom's here.
I had told her before that, it would be great to just be with our school community. We have such an amazing school community between our students, our team members, our family members. It's beautiful here, and I wanted to celebrate with everyone.
She's caring, kind, helpful to others, and she does a lot for us.
I tell people all the time they just need to come here. Their joy, their enthusiasm, their excitement for learning and for caring for each other is inspirational.
My principal means a lot to me because she's very kind and really nice, and she do a lot for us. She always helps me when I need help. I think she make a good principal.
We had staff crying, kids are crying, we have her family there, we have Zach, her fiance's family there. Miss Lanois students are everything to her.
And just seeing everything in this moment, I realized it just matters who's in the space.
I do.
So they gave their speeches, we had one of our students be the officiant of the wedding. She was just super blown away by all of that.
You can have all these other elements, but it really matters who's there to celebrate, so it was perfect.
And we are also celebrating two powerful reminders that limits are meant to be challenged. From an 89-year-old Western New York woman reaching new heights to a local man turning a nursing facility room into an art studio, inspiring thousands along the way. 2 on Your Side's Courtney Courtwright shares their stories.
Everyone knows what it's like to dream. That's true for 89-year-old Virginia Soleil. So when AARP asked her what's one thing she never got the chance to do, Virginia knew exactly what to write.
All I wanted to do was jump.
I almost fell over. I never thought my mom would run and jump out of a plane, but I'm so happy she's getting to live her wish.
It's a wish she's held on to since she was a teenager.
Space amazes me.
So she jumped at the chance.
I want to know the feeling of the freedom of seeing nobody and nothing around me, and it's just, I can't believe it's going to happen.
I just asked them to relax and enjoy the thrill.
Suiting up and getting ready.
Well, I'm getting a little anxious because I want it done.
With 89 years on the ground, now it's her time to soar.
It was like, oh my God, this is what a bird's got to feel like. So free and so, it was, like I said, more than I ever expected.
Proving age is just a number.
I think I'm so flying up there, truthfully.
And it's never too late to reach for the sky.
She keeps telling us, don't wait till you're too old to do anything. Do it while you can.
You made it, yay!
I never in a million years thought I would be an artist.
For Alan Deacon, every day is a chance to create.
I will while I can. I know that was sent to me from God.
It's a motto he lives by, and with every stroke of the paintbrush, there's purpose.
I consider myself in charge of quantity, and I let God take care of quality.
In 2005, Alan was diagnosed with MS.
Staring at the ceiling, and it's hard to count the holes and the tiles. So my friend made this easel for me.
Hundreds of paintings later, created with the help of this hat with a paintbrush attached to it, because he's unable to use his hands.
Gosh, if I can do it, you can do it. Nothing special here. I'm just a guy.
Well, that guy has sent an inspiring message to viewers on TikTok. He went viral for a video that now has more than 500,000 views.
Like I've been praying to God to help me be an inspiration. I'm here for a purpose.
Through his art comes another passion, helping horses.
They really do heal.
He and his wife co-founded Phoenix Equine Rescue and Rehabilitation. For more than 30 years, they've given horses a second chance. And he'll continue that mission by selling his artwork with every dollar going to the rescue. On Your Side, Courtney Courtwright, Channel 2 News.
Coming up, the community rallies together to help a little boy get the $14,000 wheelchair he needs, plus another special surprise. We'll have that story next on Stories to Touch Your Heart. When a little boy in Western New York needed a wheelchair, the community stepped up and raised more than $14,000 in one day. And there's more. Our Claudine Ewing brings us the story.
I want to go play with my friends.
That's 7-year-old Zion Smith, diagnosed with scoliosis, and after a surgery last summer left him partially paralyzed. Specialists in Rochester suggested he get this specialized stand-up wheelchair. The cost, about $14,000.
He always say, I just want to walk. I just want to walk.
Talk about stepping up and this being the community that is about being a good neighbor. Wes Herr saw the story on Channel 2 about a little boy who needed a specialized wheelchair. The insurance company denied it, but the president and CEO of Wes Herr said, we'll pay for it.
I was very moved by that story and very impressed with little Zion, and kind of disappointed that on two natural channels he wasn't able to get a chair, so it kind of compelled me to reach out to you and say, let's see if we can get him a chair.
Imagine that news for this little boy who up until his surgery was very mobile. I gave him the news by phone.
My foundation would be willing to fund buying it for him. You got the rookie.
The smile and tears, priceless.
When something comes before you, like your story of yesterday, that it's so obvious there's a need there that we can do, and I believe if you can do it, you should do it.
And there's a bonus. Zion is a huge Josh Allen fan.
I'm going to have that delivered to his house, and thought he could have Josh in the living room when he watches the next game.
Thank you.
On your side in Buffalo, Claudine Ewing, Channel 2 News.
And Felician Community Services runs several programs that help people in the community, but one in particular is making sure anyone can get clothing. As Courtney Courtwright reports, their clothing closet has been open for more than a year, and it's made a big difference.
At Felician Community Services, giving back is at the heart of everything they do.
Our clothing closet is completely free to the community.
It's one of the reasons they started their Wear and Share clothing closet, providing clothing to people of all ages and sizes.
Since we've opened the doors of the clothing closet, we've given out 19,000 articles of clothing.
19,000 in just 1 year is a big number.
I'm so grateful for everything.
Especially when you can see.
I got this from here. I got this from here.
How important this closet is to each person walking through the door.
It has been very life-saving to me.
Like Desiree Sweeney.
My home burnt up, my entire home burnt up. 8 months ago, I was burnt in the fire, trying to save my home.
Since then, she's been rebuilding her life with the help of the Wear and Share Closet and other organizations. Going through clothes here twice a month, leaving with up to 15 items each time.
You come here and you can find some wonderful things with even tags on them that people have bought and donated.
When somebody is able to donate, it does a lot for that person too, right? That want to give back, that want to feel like you helped a community that's really struggling right now.
Because here, giving back is hand in hand with moving forward.
Every day is a new day, and every day is a new day to start a fresh life.
On your side, Courtney Courtwright, Channel 2 News.
Well, when a North Buffalo family's dog went missing, it sparked a neighborhood-wide search. She was ultimately found safe in the family's own backyard pool. 2 on your side's Kelly Dudzik has the story.
We went to go look for her to give her dinner, and we couldn't find her.
Penny is Steve and Kate Boyd's beloved 13-year-old Labradoodle. She doesn't move as fast as she used to, and she's also deaf. Around dinner time Tuesday, they noticed she wasn't around.
We don't see her in the yard. We have to assume that maybe the gate swung open and she got out. And then we put it on social.
Friends, neighbors, and strangers started looking for Penny all over North Buffalo.
I pulled over to one lady in a pink coat. I rolled on my window and I didn't get a word out. And she said, I haven't seen your dog yet. She was looking. Stranger. I mean, just, yeah, like City of Good Neighbors on hyperdrive. It was amazing.
2 hours into the search, Steve got a call from his son, who was in the kitchen when he heard a whimper from outside.
This FaceTime call comes for the whole family, and I connect to it, and all I hear is Steven say, "Penny's in the pool." I thought she was gone. And he saved her. Then she saved her because she was smart. She knew where to go. And she fought. She fought for hours in that water.
Yeah, she fell in the deep end, but she knows to swim to the shallow end steps, which is where she can get out, but she couldn't get out because the loop block was locked down as it is supposed to be.
Their son got a screwdriver and got Penny out. She could barely stand. They brought her to the vet, and as you can see, she's doing okay. Yesterday, Steve posted this video online, thanking his neighbors and warning people to check their pool covers.
It had a tiny slit of a hole right there, which we believe became a big slit when Penny fell through it.
I think I learned an important lesson here. And I hope other people who have this cover will go out and check theirs, because that could have been a kid.
We really got lucky on Tuesday, I think.
We really
We're
did.
Lucky to have our girl with us still.
On your side, Kelly Dudzik, Channel 2 News.
And finally, in some other animal news, the Jamestown Fire Department says members of their 2nd platoon came to the rescue after 11 baby ducks fell into a storm drain. Nearby, an anxious mother duck watched as 11 ducklings were plucked from the drain. As you can see, the emergency had a happy ending. All of the ducklings were reunited with their mother thanks to the efforts of those firefighters who answered the call. And as we wrap up our Stories to Touch Your Heart special, we hope these moments reminded you of the kindness, resilience, and compassion that connect all of us here in Western New York all throughout the year. I'm Lauren Hall. Thank you so much for watching.